As we said earlier, 150 years ago today, Charles Darwin's On the Origin of Species was published. Now, a landmark book, it went against thousands of years of thought that life was created by a supernatural being. Instead, it argued that human beings evolved from the most simplistic organism to become the more complex species we are today, or in some cases barely changed. So how interested are we in where we came from? And do you think we're still evolving, Denise?
I'm really interested in where we came from, because I don't understand creationists. Is that what they're called? People who believe in creation in that sort of magic 5-day thing. I don't understand that, because I think it's just so obvious. There's so much proof of evolution. But the one thing, and it's going to sound like I'm really thick, which I am, but it's that if we evolved from apes, which we clearly did going through Neanderthal man up to now, how are there still apes?
Well, because it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but why? If we've changed from apes into us, how...
No, we haven't. I mean, you know, a gorilla doesn't become Jeremy Paxman when he grows up. I mean, it doesn't work like that. Apes are... Well, there were primates first, and then we had apes and monkeys, and then these things called hominids. And they're all kind of related, but completely separate. And Homo sapiens are a form of hominid. And so we're all sort of first cousins, or second cousins, or third cousins. But apes carried on developing into apes, and then we branched off and developed into humans.
Like a splinter group.
Well, it's to do with genetic mutation. Yeah, it's to do with genetic mutation. It's all still happening, actually, because if one of us was to develop a genetic mutation that would mean that we would be better suited to our environment, then that person would survive and the ancestors would eventually die out. It takes squillions of years for that to happen, but it's all down to genetic mutation.
So, see, Denise, they're like second...
Please explain, Sherrie.
They're like second... I was going to say
the origin of species, according to Sherrie Hewson.
They're like second cousins.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's
Sherrie Darwin.
Apes carry on being apes. Apes carry on being apes, but developing as different apes. Apes we know now are not the same as apes hundreds and thousands of millions of years ago.
But do you understand the theory of people... If there is so much evidence, how are people still believing in creation, as it were, if there is so much evolutionary evidence?
No, I think...
Have to have a faith, don't they?
You can still have a... No, but it sits side by side, I think, quite well. It's just... if you believe... You mustn't take it too literally. The book of Genesis, I think, is a metaphor, because in actual fact, it's in the right order, because God, you know, theoretically created light and then finally created man, and all the bits and bobs in between are actually, if you look at it, the way we did evolve. But it's for me, it's just a wonderful story to explain evolution. I think Genesis is evolution explained in story form.
Into it?
He's a gorilla, isn't he?
The thing is with faith and God and all of it, if you look at what we have in this world, if you look at the magic of nature, and you look at... Even, take a seahorse. Yeah. What a creation. A seahorse, for goodness sake. How beautiful is a seahorse?
It's true. They're the only males that have babies.
Yeah,
so
and
I
if
think
you
it's
look
a great
at flowers,
idea.
and if you look at birds and the colours, that's what...
No, it is. There is a power of the universe, for
power,
sure, but just not God in a beard.
No, but the most powerful thing is the sea.
Yeah,
look at this. I mean, you stand by the sea on a calm day or on a wild day and you watch us. How powerful is that?
What you're talking
We're
about,
so
I
little.
think, Sherrie, is you're talking about the quality of the divine. There's something mysterious and mystical, and to me, especially, for instance, when I sing, I just think, oh, there is just something that I don't understand that comes through me and out to people and changes something.
Is that not just because you've got a nice voice?
No, well, not exactly, but...
Where did
no,
music
it's
come
the
from? That's
music.
what you
You see,
have to
I'm just the
say.
vessel for it. We all are as singers. It's the music. Now, where does music come from? How did that evolve?
Well, because we're the only animals with thumbs.
Oh.
It's true. That's
so you
one
can
of the
turn the
main
page.
What, and play the guitar?
Play the guitar. You don't see many
And
sloths
the thing
playing the guitar.
You have to think about
No, it's true, actually, that is
where
true,
we're going in the future, how are we going to evolve in the future, and I think I have the theory.
Oh,
OK.
We need to know.
I think we're all going to morph.
Oh.
What, turn into plasticine?
But no... No, I'm talking about androgyny.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
My goodness.
I think
She's written
That's
it
a very
down
long
there.
androgynous, because
Say,
I
next.
think we will all morph into... It's only logical, really, isn't it? If you look at us now, we're losing our big toe. That's going into our foot.
Are we?
And I think...
What do you mean we're losing our big toe?
If you look at your foot, your big toe is morphing into your foot. And I think we will all become... I think we'll all become one.
Can we have a look at your foot, please?
I will show you afterwards. I don't think... It's exactly the same as your coccyx.
Sherrie,
isn't
just
it?
because...
It is.
Sherrie
Look at your
Hewson.
coccyx. It's no longer a tail,
Just
is
because
it?
you haven't had sex for a long time doesn't mean we're all going to turn androgynous. I'm really
Thank
sorry.
you.
I'm very sorry.
We will.
Oh, it's true.
Really?
OK, it's competition time.